I think we're discovering more about each other, not taking each other for granted, or just what we were used to, and saying that's what it is, and not talking about other things. I think there's an issue of trust both ways. Franny may not trust me, I just don't trust anybody.
Could I interject something here?
Sure.
I'm sure you can.
Without coming over on camera. What I noticed when I came out to the pool and I was talking to both of you, just about that you got pasta for breakfast that I made. And what I noticed was that, Franny, you seemed pretty centered and kind of happy and okay. And Greg, you seemed stressed out and grumpy.
Oh dear.
Angry and defensive and struggling. So that's probably like the thing to really look at, like what's going on? Like why would you be in that state in the morning? And also it was like 10 o'clock in the morning and you look like you hadn't gotten fully awake yet. So that's, and we're talking to Greg. So that's the kind of thing. This is the reality of our lives. And so like when you talk about, well, I'm feeling better, and everything's trust issue.
I can't get by it.
That's like very abstract. But the reality of grumpiness is
You're not on microphone, but
I can hear.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
we can hear you, but it doesn't really matter.
There's
you can
some.
hear me through the camera for sure.
Not this camera over there, maybe, but
So okay, so when
Yeah.
you might get into that. See
Well,
what you can do with that.
that is one thing that I come up against. It's like a wall, but you should work on that. I don't want to say so much because it is, and the only other thing I want to say is that along with, being stressed out or whatever and grumpy, you often seem, we talked about this last night, was that you often seem very tired all the time. Like tired when, even if you had 8 hours sleep at night, you're still tired during the day. Like your attention flags. Your attention on me flags.
There's obviously a health issue.
Oh, well, find out that. I'm going to go get some tea. I'll be right back. I can hear you though.
I'll interrupt you just for 1 minute. I didn't get a word of what Bayer said.
He was saying that Greg, he saw me he came
It's a
out
health issue.
just then or before?
That's just say
Bart,
that.
Bart says it's a health issue for me.
Okay.
That's it.
The
I'm
fire.
grumpy, even in the morning. I'm not
Grumpy,
fully
stressed out, tired. And he was saying that I didn't appear to be that way.
Okay. Greg, can you test if you get attacked at night?
I get attacked at night.
While you're sleeping?
While I'm sleeping, I don't experience I do, but I just tested I did.
Okay.
But let's see, do I get attacked during the day? Yes.
So during the day and also at night, you have to remove the attack. First of all, find out.
Is this the thing? Is this the thing to? I mean, I can test on this, but
It could be the reason why you are so tired.
well, let's test that. Let's test. Being
Okay.
tired. Is it attack? I get yes, it's attack. Is it other
Okay.
things? Yes, it's other things.
also. So if it's an
That's fine.
health issue,
Is it a health issue? Obviously, it's a total health issue. Yes.
okay?
I'm testifying.
Is it coming from one of the pathologies of the list?
Yes.
Okay, let's quickly test from which pathology. Okay, is the first group
Is it the first?
microbial?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what is it? Is it bacteria?
Yes.
Okay, remove bacteria.
I am removing bacteria from all my bodies.
Difference.
Excuse me, are you on the house phone?
No.
No.
What?
Are you using just the mics in your,
He is, yes.
Yes.
and you're not getting any echo?
Right.
A little echo, not bad.
Hook up the house phone.
Use the house phone, you mean?
Hook the house phone up right now.
Oh, right now. Okay, okay.
Hook up the house phone. That's the instruction.
Yes. I can't. I'll have to do it separately. Here it is.
Thanks.
Yikes.
Aliens.
Probably will go away when I... Okay, so now Bart's further away. I can put my mic back on. He was close to my mic.
Okay. So, have you removed bacteria?
Do I have any bacteria in any of my bodies? Any non-supportive bacteria, like in my intestines, I've got bacteria. May have too much intestinal bacteria. I've not fully removed the bacteria from all my bodies now.
Test if we should go body by body. Because
Okay.
that's very...
Let's go body by body, yeah.
Okay. Any bacteria in your celestial body?
Bacteria in my body. Celestial body. No.
In your gravitational body?
No.
for our body.
I'm removing bacteria from my spiral body.
Okay.
I have no bacteria in my spiral body.
Okay. Do you feel a difference?
Yeah, opening up
Okay.
in me, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to come in here, and I want to say I think, Ross, that you nailed right at the beginning when you asked him he's exhausted if he's getting attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And so you need to go back to that and not screw around with all this other stuff you're doing, because what happened was that Greg wanted to, like, he didn't, like, you can see that he didn't want to talk about being attacked. Like, he started questioning it as, you know, well, yeah, but I feel like other things and so on.
Okay.
So, if he doesn't want to talk about it, then that's the thing he gets to talk about, you understand?
Yes. Thank you for the
Because
tip.
whatever the person doesn't want to talk about is the exact thing they need to be working on.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how you find out what they... Okay. Now, I'm not hearing anybody through this. Oh, I hear you. Okay, I hear you, Ross. I hear you now.
You can hear me too, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, so here you get to, like, Greg was saying he's attacked all day. Not just at night, he's attacked all day. Now, that was another dead giveaway. So Greg is under, like, continuous attack.
Yes.
Test. Is he? Well, go ahead, test.
Test if you are under continuous attack, Greg.
Yes.
Okay.
So you've got a lot of attack in your life, and the reason is that you create a lot of... Okay, test another question. Does Greg often inhabit a questionable side of a not too high dimension?
Okay.
Yes. I was just saying that I was thinking to myself,
Sure,
that
because
I
you
act a
created a
certain
lot
way.
of questionable relationships with a lot of questionable people and betrayed a lot of people. You know, like you led people on, and you... See, and also, even in your relationships, like with your family, with the people who you're, like your, I guess cousins, whoever, like you're managing your trusts for, you're going along with their shit too. Like you go along with people's shit. You presumably, I guess, want people to like you. You're trying to hook them in, suck them in. And what happens when they get hooked, they get sucked in. And these are attacky people. And whoever they, keeps them around and connected, they'll attack. So unless you're showing them how to cure things, you're going to be getting attacked by these folks. So you have really two choices. You have three choices. You can continue doing what you're doing and get creamed all throughout every day, like without warning, all of a sudden, wham, something comes in. Also, you're not curing enough to keep yourself immune to attack because you're not helping people cure things. You're just going along with their shit. So, you see, when you help somebody cure something, you cure things.
Yes.
Like a lot of things to cure it when you're helping somebody else cure something. But if you don't do that, then your organs are, for example, aren't susceptible to demonic attack.
Yes.
So something hits your liver, wham, you're angry. Something hits your spleen, wham, all of a sudden you're an actor, because you have low self-esteem because something hits your spleen. I wish I could get a part. I wish I could. I'll show them. I'll make $100,000 a year in royalties, and that'll show everybody that I'm really good enough. That's a spleen or pancreas attack. That's how people get pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
From getting their pancreas attacked.
Oh.
So Okay.
Wouldn't putting up shields every single day?
No, no, you have to
no.
become functional. No, you see the thing with shields. Shields are a very like temporary little fix. The real shield is function.
Yes.
The real shield is being functional. And if you're not functional, you can put up all these stopgaps, and it's just not going to help.
Okay.
Like the real, for example, Greg as a functional person shows people how to cure things and also doesn't mess with their shit. Like when they say they want this or that, he doesn't get involved in that. But as the Greg we know, he gets really involved in everything everybody says and what they want, and all. He starts talking to them about it. And there you go, down the tubes. So that, I don't know how you're going to pursue this, Ross, but I think that you hit it on the, you nailed it right at the beginning. You obviously just intuited that Greg was getting attacked, and you were totally right. And see, also, there are certain things, like in the morning, that I do to get myself going and get myself feeling good, and maybe Greg just doesn't have enough of those, because he's
I think I used
around. What?
I think I used to. It's
You used to, okay.
yeah, I just don't.
Okay, but right now you're wrapped around this, like, attack, reeling from this, the effects of it, and it's very hard to rally and do good things. So I'm going to throw this ball back at you guys, and maybe I'll stay on and listen. Maybe I won't. I'll go on mute, whatever, sure. And let's see where it goes from here.
Okay. We can test it. We can remove the attacks.
Can I remove the attack?
No, excuse me. It's not a good way to put it. Test if removing the attacks would be effective to keep you clear. Do you want me to repeat that?
No, I just, it doesn't compute. I mean, removing the attack from me and still attack, it's more my response to attack that I am, because people, well, I guess people cannot attack. I can negate it and all, but so I'll just test it. I mean, it's just, it didn't make sense to me, it really. Can removing the attack keep me clear?
Removing the attack constantly.
Removing the attack constantly? Constantly removing attack.
I get no.
Yeah, I think it goes back to function. If I'm functional, people may or may not attack. They may attack less. But the thing is that I won't be reactive and won't be receiving the attack.
Okay, now tell me a number of things you can do to stay functional. See what you channel. Don't think, okay? Channel.
Channel 5? Channel 7? No, just teasing. Well, I have to come from my highest dimension and
Test if that's true. Like, what is your highest? What's a good high dimension for you?
If I'm over the 100th dimension, 120th dimension would be good.
Are you there now? Let's do that again.
Well, the answer is no, so I'm getting there. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this for myself. I should do it out loud so you guys
We are
can participate.
here too. We are here too. Don't leave us alone. The ladies alone.
Well, that's another of my behaviors. I do things alone. You know, I clear alone.
Hey,
I think to myself alone. So when Franny stops talking, I go into my aloneness. And when she starts talking, I have to come out of it. And if I'm being attacked, everything looks like attack to me.
Okay,
Well-
let's go back for a minute to what you were doing and do it aloud. Okay?
Right.
Also for the people who will watch the video.
All right, well, I'm raising my dimension. I'm clearing up anything that's in the way of me being over the 120th dimension. 120th dimension, now I can't really describe academically the 120th dimension, but I certainly have memories, and I certainly have my imagination as I'm going. I'm on the 120th dimension now. I test I'm on the 120th dimension.
Okay, can you tell us something that you see or feel in a different way on that dimension?
Well, I see everything around. I don't like my echo back over there because I'm here there more than I hear it in here. Things seem very clear.
Hmm?
I seem calm.
Are you calm or just seem that way?
No one heard you, Franny, except for me.
Are you calm?
Okay, you're not on. What I said, you're not online, but I can hear you. I'm calm. Yeah, I'm calm. I'm just looking at what else there is.
On that dimension, are you susceptible to attack?
I'm susceptible to some attack.
Yeah, I got yes.
Are you able to feel it coming?
Okay, that has me testing a lot of different things. I'm aware of attack. How much attack? I mean, that's an academic question. Whether I'm aware of all attack. Feel it coming? I don't say I feel it coming. I could start to feel things on that level, but that's not necessarily that I deal with my feelings per se. But there is some sense or understanding or like, yeah, that's attack.
Okay, what I mean is, do you have some, can you see some signs that show you that you are being attacked? Some change in your mood, in your behavior, in your way of feeling?
Butts in again here.
Okay?
So Greg, you are the executive director of Secure Drive.
Well, I have been. I thought Franny was. She took over.
But you're still a director.
Okay.
Why is Franny the executive director and not you? You know what an executive director does? An executive director is the person who does things. And I see you doing a lot of things. Therefore, I don't know what your title is, but you're the executive director of the Cure Club, okay? So
Yes.
be that, if you go through your day being the executive director of the Cure Drive, you will be immune to these attacks relationships, because as that, you will not hook people into these personal things that you get into, but you will simply support them in curing things or eliminate them if they won't cure things. Get it?
Sure.
This will include your family, friends, and so on. You will keep a distance, a fair distance, depending on how, committed the person is to curing. You with me?
Yep.
Okay. So then with that fair distance, you will be immune. Okay? There's something in the web college, it's called the fairness distance balance. You could probably look it up somehow. The fairness, it may be on the list of lessons. Fairness distance balance. There's a whole area on fairness. You have been unfair. Not necessarily in negative beingness all the time, but nonetheless unfair.
I have
what
experienced
I would say
that.
is that you're in questionable beingness a lot. Not necessarily negative beingness, questionable beingness. Like the wrong side of the 15th dimension, let's say. You with me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how you become immune. Like all this stuff about putting up shields and continuously removing attacks, this is nonsense. I don't know, Ross, where you get these ideas from. This isn't how people should be living their lives. You live your life on the high ground. You become a great person, and you are immune. You with me? Everybody with me, Ross?
Yes,
Okay.
I just wanted to tell you that there was a period in my life when I tested that I had to put up shields at least 3 times a day, and it worked.
Yeah, it
That's why
does.
I was
You
asking.
test all kinds of things, and there's many things that you do temporarily. Well, you might not have been ready to function at that point.
Yes.
Think of that. So his test, is Greg ready to function?
No.
Me too.
Well, then maybe Craig better put up shields 3 times a day or whatever. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get off now. And I'm just said what I had to say. This is fine. You're doing a great job. And just go back to it. Just take what I said into account. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You're trying to get him to the point where he is ready to function.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I just want to interject that I guess that's kind of why it appears that I want a lot from you, Greg, because from your viewpoint, it must be like a big...
So I'm not there, therefore, how can I give it to you?
It's like
Your
a big
viewpoint
thing,
is-
it's a big deal for you to think about how to go about doing it, or thinking about
Well, yeah, and I recognize, that I have had more in the past, and also that I have more potential, so it's not, completely out of the blue, but it's just at this moment when you want something, and you go on just, I want this, I want this, I want this, it's the same thing, unless I'm actually clearing it or somehow curing it or giving it to you in the moment, then I'm not actually doing it, so you want it still. But to me, it has been, I'm working on it, I get it, I'm working on it, but I've been doing it in that realm, that mode that you saw earlier, where I go inward and I work on it. Like when I'm sleeping or I wake up in the morning, I put my attention on things and I work on myself, or if I'm out for a run, I do that.
Well, it's kind of time to be in the present, not be in the, in the morning. And
It's always that way, everybody, right.
no, not everybody does that. I don't do that.
you have your mode of doing that. You're just on hold. You don't clear things, and you just keep. Everybody does. They repeat things, and
Right.
not clear them in the moment. So let's just test what you said earlier, and let's not give false information.
Can I ask you a question? Are you ready to do whatever it takes to be functional? Test that.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. If you're ready to do whatever it takes to be functional, you're ready to do immunics all day. In many ways, being the director and so taking care of certain things and working on yourself, working with others. Are you ready to do that willingly and happily?
Well, if you put those stipulations on it, I don't know.
Well, if you saw how you looked before you made that joke, I would think that no.
I saw how I felt,
Yeah.
and I did. See, that was good because I was coming out of my shell.
Uh-huh.
So you can say, gee, you look better because you're showing something rather than putting on a face, which is what you were about to do. Gee, you look terrible. But see, that was actually looking better. You understand?
Yes.
I didn't let you finish what you said, but I was actually experiencing and letting down the distance between me and you, and so I looked crummier.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you sound defensive.
Yes, I was, because to me, that was an attack.
Okay, and when we were in the pool, I said something and you experienced that? You experienced that as like something you had to defend. So
Right.
that's what I think Bayard's trying to point out to you. When you're functional, you won't think or feel that way.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I absolutely understand that. In this case, I more actually corrected you than was reacting so deeply. It's more that I saw it and I didn't go into it. I just said, watch it. That's what you're doing.
I'm sorry, but it still sounds like you're defending yourself.
I know. It was a matter of, I didn't do that the same way I did before.
Excuse me. I didn't understand one thing. Did you feel attacked from me?
No.
No.
Did you?
From Franny?
Oh, just when you were starting to make that comment about, if you could see your face before you started laughing and making that joke.
So you experienced that as an attack.
Okay, can you tell us what you felt? Exactly. What did you feel?
Well, I suppose what I actually felt was a real impact, some sort of feeling inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it wasn't like necessarily bad or good or anything. It was just that I felt something. And see,
Okay.
that's what I've been controlling, that uncontrollable feeling. When you have a feeling.
Did you feel that something inside you was threatened?
I should test this because
Okay.
threatened.
Of course.
I don't know. Inside of me, I don't get that's inside of me. Just something was threatened. I'm not going to be as, I don't know.
All right, so you were
Doesn't seem correct.
so you were threatened. Okay.
Yeah, just that, you know, when you have a wall up and someone knocks on it, oh, there's threatening. Someone's there at the wall. So I have been controlling that myself for not feeling, not showing it if I do, or not, just controlling it.
First, if you have walls in the way of what you want,
Do I have walls in the way of what I want? Well, I tested that what I wanted was not to have feelings. So, you know, that's the questionable, that's the distance that I've had.
what happens
But in terms of what I really want, you know, like, quote, what I really, really, really want, you know, my true vision and true being, do I have walls? Yeah. I switched,
what happens?
yes. So,
Okay, tell me your wand. Tell us your wand.
Yeah, unswitch.
I don't want to be seen in such an ugly way.
No, don't say I don't want to.
So you're
I want to be great.
okay.
Okay?
I want to be perfect. I want everything
Okay?
to be wonderful.
Go on.
I want people to really like me.
Okay.
I want to experience that people really like me, adore me. I want a new car! No, how was that for a joke?
You probably do, but
That's true.
Me too.
You have to go on the Oprah show to get that.
I think you want to be loved. Am I right?
I want to be loved.
Okay. So Fanny loves you, okay? You know that. I think you know that. But maybe, and here this just popped into my mind, maybe you're afraid of losing her love and that's why you seek love in other women. Can that be true? Can you test that?
Am I afraid of losing her love, therefore I seek love from other women? Yes, that's true.
And does this behavior deplete your immunity?
Sure.
Okay. And once your immunity is depleted, you are susceptible to attacks.
Yes.
Okay? Do you feel a difference in yourself?
Somewhat, yeah. It's another. Yeah, I feel more immune. I feel stronger in my. What's the word? I want to say. My. A good word there. Anyway, my total being.
Do you still feel threatened?
Not right now.
Have you ever felt threatened by Franny?
Threatened. I test yes.
Okay. Do you feel threatened now by her?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can you remove this feeling? Test if you have to do an immunic action or something to remove it.
Let's take one of those at a time. Can I remove this feeling?
Okay?
Can I remove this feeling? This feeling of being threatened.
By Franny. I would be more specific.
Oh, by the way, I got yes, and so I'm working on it. Just so you know.
What?
Okay.
Well, I think that's why I pussyfoot around a lot. I don't know what to do. It's like everything I do seems heavy handed.
Yeah, making everything heavy, making it dramatic. Okay, I've removed the feeling of being threatened by Franny. My immunic action was taking a drink of this liquid. Therefore, I am now selling this liquid, this special tea, which will remove being threatened by people. You can get it online. Special today.
Okay, will you send me some? For free. Because I'm your friend.
Well, yeah, we'll send you the... We'll send you a sample and...
Double bubbles, toil and trouble. It's
We'll
this
send you
mixture of herbs.
jugs of it, but we'll send samples so you can sell it to your friends and they can buy it
Okay.
online. It's a very proprietary formula that it's in Byard's mind.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I want to do
Franny and I
that.
it's like...
Yeah, when it's boiling, it smells
If we
like
had to
old
cook
shoes.
Guys, I'm sorry that today I'm so much in a hurry and I have to go by 6. But Franny, do you have something to say, something you want to work on? Because today we put our attention on Greg, and I think we got somewhere.
Well, I mean, the only thing I want to say is kind of what I've been saying all along the way, is that when it comes to having a great time with Greg, he slips into this stuff, and then it's like pulling teeth to, even like when I'm paying attention to him, it's like being blocked out, and then I just don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. And then, you know, it's like, Greg, you defend yourself, and then I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and then I just don't know what to do. Like, I just have had a hard time with this and this wall comes up. It's like, and I kind of recognize that there's something wrong, but I never can figure out what it is. And you always seem so tired and so defensive and grumpy and, you know, off balance. So like, if I ask you for something, oh boy, that's really gonna put you under somehow, you know.
Right.
It just makes it very hard for me to enjoy myself.
Because it seems like I'm already filled up with all this stuff that I'm dealing with, and that's the point of not being on a high level, not being immune, that you say I'm distracted by things. It's all these...
Yeah, you get distracted really easily.
It's all these things that are on my mind. Yeah.
And it just seems like you're trying to, like, a lot of times, in addition to doing what you did with, you know, going out and stuff, like, it's like you want to avoid me or something, like, and anytime, you know, the conversation, I don't even know if it's that heavy, but the conversation slips into some area that's uncomfortable for you, but it could be anything, like, I don't really know, it's not only about sex or something, it's just any time you start backpedaling and, you know, getting angry, and, you know, it's like, okay, and I keep saying, like, I'll get off now. I mean, if you have to go, you know, I'm fine with getting off, and then you just launch into another thing, and it's like you stay on far longer than you want to stay on. It's like, that is, now I recognize that it's just having no immunity, like you don't, like, you know, you're trying to defend yourself against my getting angry with you. But I don't feel angry at those points until you really, like, try my patience with, you know, saying you have to go and then staying on, and then saying you have to go and staying on and saying you have to go.
Right.
And then, like, defending yourself and getting angry at the littlest, I ask you a question and you bite my head off, you know. It's like, whoa, it's just no big deal, you know. Here. So that's why I've been doing my best to understand this, you know, but I haven't, until now, I guess I haven't really understood what it was, or what, you know.
Honey, do you find that since we started doing these sessions, your relationship with Greg has improved?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because there was, for one thing, there was this initial hump that we had to get over just to be kind of like talking to each other in an honest way. But now we're coming to the really difficult part, which is that I deal with this way of your being, Greg, every day. And,
yes.
and I didn't know what to do, so I kind of, like, at some point I just kind of leave you alone, you know, with it. I don't know what to do. And so that's what I've been coming up against. And it's the same thing in sex. Like, you have no immunity when it comes to sex. Like, you don't, it's like you fall into yourself and, you know, go dead or something. Even if you want it or whatever, it's like this deadness. And I was doing imitations of him in the pool, you know, like the other day. This is you. I lay back and like just stay still like this. That's what it's like. You're paralyzed. You don't know what to do. And then he says, "Well, you do this," and he's kissing me all over and saying, "I like that you're here. You know, I love you," and blah blah. You know, I love that. But you know, for some reason, it was like we reversed roles, and it was kind of funny. And I just love you, and I want you to get to the other side of this, because I think that you'd be terrific. I mean, you are terrific when you're not in that.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been alone. But you've been alone with it a lot. Alone, like you've.
Alone.
You went to Chicago and you didn't come back, and you were alone there, and you know. Like you.
Yeah.
How long are you staying, Greg?
I'll be here another week and a half. That's
okay.
it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to be able to talk next Wednesday again, when he's here. Not.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel I've gone through a lot of things. I've talked about a lot of things that have been going on with me. And I still feel really sexual about you, and I love you, and I've been having fun with you, and we've had more sex than we've ever had in like the last year, you know, because you haven't been here very much. But I just, you know, I see we're moving forward, and that makes me really happy.
Anything you want to say, Greg?
No, me too. I think it's not just working superficially. You know, maybe I should be more superficial with you, Franny, in terms of sexuality, because then, you know, just not care so much and not be so deeply connected. That will come, but we just, you know, like we said, you just go through, you know, just do it. You just go through the motions of it, and then you can open yourself.
Well, that is one of the things that you were trying. That is one of the things you were trying to do with other women. Is you threw sex at your problem.
Yes.
And you didn't do that necessarily with me, but you wait till sex, and then all this stuff comes up. You know, and
yes.
You're trying to work through it, and sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's more difficult, but it's not the time to be working on yourself necessarily.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, you have to go. It's 6 o'clock right now.
Yes, I'm sorry, but
that's okay.
It's like that.
We appreciate your time.
Okay. What about next week? What day do you want to pick?
Either one.
What time?
Wednesday or Thursday, doesn't matter. Wednesday's good, but you know, depends on.
What about you, Greg?
Wednesday's good. Makes no difference.
Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday,
what about the time?
Same time is good.
Okay, same time.
5 o'clock.
Wednesday, 5 o'clock for me. PM, Greg and Franny.
And I'll put it here. 11 o'clock.
It's just great.
Okay.
It's just great when there's you and Bayard in this with us, because we obviously have not been able to do this alone. You know, we have some success, but we're just lost in certain ways, and
of course you need another person, because you two are too involved with each other. It would be impossible.
Right.
Very difficult, if not impossible.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for being with me.
Thank you.
I keep learning from you too, and I love you both.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
And I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thank you, Russ.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, Ross.
Ciao, Bayard.
I'll see you Friday.
He's up there.
I see you domani, yes.
Domani.
All right.
Domani.
Domani.
Per cure team.
Per cure team.
Okay. Goodbye, guys.
Okay.
I'm doing Ross's laugh. What?
I'll see it.
All right, bye-bye.
I got it. This is the Cure Drive cult homepage. You can see we tally our cures. That's the tally there, 132,000. You report your cures here, right here. That's the link to report your cure. Okay, this is the movie that people start with generally. And there's a lot of people actually curing things on camera in this movie and demonstrating exactly how to do it. It's 4.5 hours. So you would be able to probably understand and know what these people are doing by watching this. We are a cult because we're all over the world. Maybe one person in a town, just one little guy who cures things in a whole town full of people who don't, whose spouse thinks she's crazy because she's curing things and he doesn't. She doesn't get sick and he's down with the flu for 5 days and he still thinks she's crazy. We've had spouses die. So this person is demonstrating curing herpes in this movie, the one you're watching right there. And it goes on like that. Now, these are the people here. You see this black area here? This is our Twitter feed. These are the people you want to talk to. And what you do, see, it says follow Cure Drive. And that's what you do. You click on that, and then you pick somebody. Anybody in here will be happy to help you. So you write to people that you see in here. And there's all these people all talking about what they're curing. So that's what you do. You pick somebody that that seems like a kindred spirit, presumably, and you write to them. See that picture of the cat there? That's Rosella. She's one of the people whose spouse died. I don't think she'll be angry at me for tittering a little bit about it. He was a friend of mine. I felt like he was a very great guy. He just thought it was nuts. Never did it. Died of cancer. Not too long ago, about 2 months ago. So anyway, you just, you write to somebody and, tell them what you are trying to do. People are always asking about negative medical tests. Here, let me show you. This is a voicemail message. You should probably, if you're interested in getting a negative medical test on, let's say, herpes, she got negative medical tests and both kinds of herpes. And she left me this message when she got her letter from the, hospital, I guess. She was in New Zealand. So her tests are free. Now, of course, there's an enormous website behind this homepage. I guess you're probably guessing, right? And if you see these movies, these are all people demonstrating curing various diseases. This is these people chose to contribute their cures to your effort to cure yourself. There are around, I guess, over 800 movies, and some of them are linked to this page. So if you click on any one of these pictures, it will go to a movie, and that movie will start playing. So join the cult. Your friends will be worried about you. And that's a good thing. You will cure things, and that is also a very good thing. Now there I am lecturing about how to cure things. Who knows, you may even cure the medically incurable disease you came in here to cure. A lot of us did. I cured 2 kinds of herpes in 1993. My 20th anniversary just passed. No outbreaks. I was having outbreaks for 28 years before I cured it. I got it in 1965 at the end of the year. That's how bad it can be and how good it can be. 20 years of no outbreaks after 28 years of outbreaks. It can be good if you let it be good. So take the courageous step that almost everyone you know will advise you not to take. Your friends will get sick and you will get well. Your friends will give sympathy and you will give cure. And you will know that you don't even need to take a vitamin pill to cure something. You can do it. What can you contribute? What will you contribute?